everybody.
Henry,
Hank.
Henry, you gotta get in here.
What? Oh, hi.
On camera,
Hello.
buddy.
Come on, let's restart this. Let's reset the game.
Well, you're gonna get the full. This is Brett.
This is Henry.
This is Dave.
This is our weekly Nintendo stream. We haven't done one in a while. Whoa, baby!
Hello, night dehumidifier.
And exterminate all Metroid
organisms. Not orgasms, like I knew you were gonna say.
Laser sickness.
And defeat the life form, Mother Brain.
So this is 2004.
Look at that art. That's great on the game.
Oh, this title screen. The music is so good. These title screen jingles are reversed in the NES. This is what happens.
Oh yeah, when the crawl happens.
After this is where the song leads.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then when you push start, you end up going to the file select, which is how the song actually starts, which is this dirgy, creepy, alien style thing.
Hey, Super Giraffe, Ballerina Shinnon says, today we learned the answer to the age-old question, why can't Metroid crawl?
Brett, you didn't put it on easy difficulty? I thought this is too hard for you, isn't it? Yeah.
What?
So, we kid. Pines Ebbets, I called this place home once in a peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero mission.
So this is a remake.
She's a girl.
This is a remake of Metroid 1.
How come you didn't put in the Justin Bailey code? And,
I gotta figure out
how Metroid crawls.
The Wii U has done the.
Well, yeah. So this is. I could never revisit the first one for that long. I definitely couldn't beat it because.
I gotta.
Yeah.
This is not happening. Because it's still set up to be like GBA.
Oh, I see.
So then I want. So yeah, this is a remake of
the original one, which is hard to revisit.
Man, that's the Game Boy Advance they're using.
Well, this is Japanese Game Boy Advance settings too.
No, but I'm saying you would think they would put the SP there or the micro.
Oh yeah, instead of the. No, that was the color I had. I like seeing. But,
okay.
But anyway, yeah, this was the first one's really hard to go back to. It's just on the NES version. So they decided after the success of during Metroid's second age of success, which now is a very long time ago, it feels like. We put out Fusion, and that did good. What if we just remade this? We made the first one probably with the Fusion engine. Yeah,
you take the guts of Fusion and then reimagine Metroid 1, and you also give it the bells and whistles of Super Metroid, which was like an actual map, some semblance of a story in between the lines. But this one actually has way more like cutscenes and graphics and
written words.
Yeah, not as much as Fusion, but
Fusion tells such a story.
Almost too much.
Yeah.
It's like Samus has never talked. Now it's like almost too much for one game, I think.
She's like, I can finally talk. I have quite the story for you.
They're not ducks, they're birds. Super Dress says, I've only played this on a pirated GBA cart that was so poorly made that it became impossible to save after a while. Hey, how come we haven't gotten those cartoons on GBA cartridges in the Wii U eShop yet?
Oh, those are beautiful. Whoa.
But so stuff like this is brand new. It's not just a remake of Metroid 1. It is very digging more into the lore with the Chozo and tying it better together with Metroid 2 and Super and Fusion. And also this is post Metroid Prime. So while this does take place, this is the first one, so it obviously takes place before Prime. But I don't know, little fun things that make this a much better way to play Metroid 1 than Metroid 1. A lot of the really long hallways and where am I supposed to go? When I was 7 and it was 1986, 7, 1988, I didn't care. I was I got all day. But then by the time 2004 rolled around, I'm a college kid with a lot of time on my hands.
One of those bi-monthly issues of Nintendo Power probably had a strategy guide for this.
No, because you
mean in the 80s?
Metroid 1. I mean, there were maps in the official Nintendo Player's Guide.
Yeah. Oh, I had that. That was good.
Of that sound. Well, also that this was...
Man, whose gamepad is this? Is this yours?
It's a grody one. I just haven't been using it all that much.
The D-pad sucks. Sorry, man, but
you hurt my feelings.
But take.
Well, you could play off the Wii remote if you wanted. I think.
Well, it might be better.
It's fine. We're not really going to do that. But yeah, so this was Yoshio Sakamoto, who had been kind of the director on all the games, or he'd worked on every Metroid game except for except for Metroid 2. He directed this game, and he did just want to revisit the original and give players a chance to experience this game who, like me, when it came out, I think the first time it got re-released was on the Game Boy Advance, when they were putting out their Famicom anniversary stuff, / NES anniversary stuff.
The gray cards.
Yeah.
They were $20.
And then not long after it came this, and this also, this came out. It's also funny. I was looking at the release dates on this game. So this came out in America first by a long shot. This was February 9th, 2004 in America. And it was May 27th of that year before Japan got it. Oppositely, this eShop version came out in May of 2014 on the Wii U in Japan, July of last year in Europe, and today in America. And I mean, I've just seen people complain about this, or bring this up. Our friend Bob Mackey did the same thing where he said, you know, if you guys put out more games, I would buy them. Like I bought this one. You could put out more games like this, you know.
How much is this one?
$7.99, which I think is a perfectly cromulent price for a GBA game.
But man, back when on the
yes, can be going
on the GBA
here.
when they put out those $20 original NES games, I was like, I should have seen it coming that Nintendo would overcharge for all their old games.
It's like this is the entrance to Terrain, which is you know, in the original Metroid,
You
there's
go-
like
You go down that elevator and there were like the statues, right?
well in Super Metroid as well, where there's the four bosses, but like you get a better sense of like this is a great example of what they did. Like Kraid looks much more like his Super Metroid incarnation with the crest or the hood on his head or whatever. And
What is going on with Samus's legs?
it's
pulsing.
It's the energy.
Oh.
Man.
Brendolph wonders, Brett, have you played Axiom Verge?
I did at E3 a year or so ago, and I was like, oh, I should play more of this, and I haven't finished it. Well, I mean, yeah, I haven't like played it at length at home or anything. Whoa! Oh! Nope! I can't jump.
Uh-oh.
I also
Oh,
like
no,
that
not
this.
even a-
I think GBA games look pretty good in HD, like all blown up.
Yeah, this looks nice.
And it shows they put a lot of work into the whatchamacallit, the design. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here.
Berndorf also says, seriously, how did we play games without backlights? Yeah, it's weird seeing this game
Oh my
without
God,
having to
yes.
use a warm light.
I know.
Well, but the
was-
SP was out for a year by the time.
It was
That's
a
true.
long time before I didn't get an SP. Like the time I stuck with my GBA till the very end, and once I got a DS, I got DS pretty much on launch day. So then I was like, oh wow, it's nice to see things. But though I also had a Game Boy player as soon as that came out, so that's where I played some games if I needed to see light. But I didn't play any of those Castlevania games. Those are the worst perpetrators of need of backlight, right? The Castlevanias.
Well, Circle the Moon definitely.
Hey, PS3.
But like, this is something else that this game did was like, these hallways were so long and repetitive and not fun to traverse, and like they just I don't know what the actual math of it is, but like they're like cut in half or something, like the amount of space. And you can also there's a duck in between, so you can duck and shoot diagonally. There's just a lot of little control things that are different and better and improved, and I don't know. I'm sure there's some on some purist level something that's wrong with this game that I'm not aware of, but I don't care.
Well,
probably need the ice beam to get up there because I can't freeze them. How do you bring up the map? Do I have to like?
Well, it's also funny that this is not funny, but
Easy.
Oh, there we go.
this came out, 12 years ago, and now it's the 30th anniversary of Metroid this year.
Yeah.
But Metroid's problem with anniversaries is that it's always been the same year as it came out the
Zelda.
same year as Zelda. So,
Dang.
which one is Nintendo going to celebrate? The one that Miyamoto made, or the one Miyamoto didn't make?
Wow, that was weird.
I don't even remember that. Uh-oh. Find
Need
bomb.
some bounds. Did the thing tell me like where to?
Oh, you're supposed to go to that dot over there.
So I just need to go down. But like, yeah, Metroid 1, there's none of this, and to a degree that's fine, because like Zelda 1 doesn't tell you where to go, and it's like that's fine. Which makes me realize I can't believe they didn't like fully remake Zelda 1 yet.
Yeah.
That's what Seasons was supposed to be, I think. But
Yeah, I think the 2 Capcom games were supposed to be that. They were originally intended to be that, and I think when I remember playing those, I haven't played those in a million years, but Ages and Seasons both felt like this is between the two of you, I could make 60% of the original Zelda game.
Yeah.
Because it had that much. Oh, here's the Lost Woods, and here's that same entrance in a tree.
well,
trunk.
like Aquamentus is the first boss. And
Yeah.
like, I know y'all know.
We all know. Yeah, of course. Aquamentus, yeah.
and Gleok and Goma, they're all
And
here.
then they still have that dungeon that's shaped like a Nazi symbol.
A Buddhist symbol.
Hey, come on. It was there first.
It's very. I feel bad for Buddhists.
They are all over Japan. Lots of.
Yeah, when you just look at the map.
Missiles.
Woo! Missiles. This will change things.
Yeah, man, this is like it's bringing back that fun element of like, oh, now I know I can go back to that other spot and yep, I think you have to.
Damn,
you have to do that.
it's funny that it took other game developers so long to realize, oh, we should do this thing Metroid does. Like that, it felt like a revelation when Arkham Asylum did it. Oh yeah,
oh,
here's
shit.
this wall. Oh man,
This is new.
Oh god.
hell yeah, this is new. They couldn't have done
boy.
this on the on the NES.
I think you gotta shoot him with the.
Yeah, I would think missiles do the. Yeah.
Boy, it's a good thing you ran into him now and not 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, it'd be totally hosed.
So this is one of these things I like they do in re-releases like the. In re-releases like this one, they surprise you with, yep, here's a new boss fight that you didn't have
Nice.
before. All right, even better. Danmar said that the GBA SP was the last game Nintendo-made console he owned. Man, how
SP
can you
was
do
good.
without that?
SP was really good,
The
but
DS had so many damn games, though. Man.
yeah, the DS was good, and the 3DS has been quite good as well.
I was on the
Nintendo and its handhelds are.
They
delicious.
never stumbled.
Well, except for like the first year of the 3DS.
I mean, they're
the
way
first
overpriced.
year of the DS too, honestly.
Yeah, but they didn't have to like do a big public apology
Yeah.
and give away like 150
Yeah.
bucks worth of games.
But I mean, until 2005, they didn't really have the good. The first good DS game was the
Safety
Kirby
save,
one,
yeah.
Kirby Canvas Curse.
Oh. Yeah, the first 9 months of the DS weren't great.
LT Humphrey says Super Metroid was the first game I ever.
You guys didn't like
beat
feel the
by
magic
myself.
XY or whatever?
What the hell
See,
did that
little
thing
things
have?
like
The
this
Rub
too.
Rabbits?
Like this is Rub Rabbits was all right.
Yeah.
Like a thing.
Yeah, what is that?
This is from like just some extra thing that like Prime was very good
Bugs.
at about like having bugs and things like live in the environment and like they add that stuff to
So
to Zero Mission to make it just feel a little bit more alive.
at the end of the game, when you have to evacuate the planet, those things you have to try to save them, I guess.
Yeah, I got to go through and save all the bugs.
Yeah.
This might actually hurt me in some way.
It doesn't look like it is.
Not life,
or
life, but like
movement.
attract other enemies or something.
Ah.
Interesting.
Ballerina Nutrition, it says, I wish I could get a decent Tetris for 3DS. The Ubisoft one stinks. The
Ultimate Tetris, it's okay. It's
well, there's the
alright.
Nintendo one for 3DS or regular DS.
DS,
that's
yeah.
super rare.
Yeah, I got it. It's not as rare as you think. I contemplated selling it one time. I was like, eh. Though it's also like, I don't want to sell it as a Nintendo fan. It really just exists to be for Nintendo fanboys. The Nintendo touches to it are the best. It also felt like something interesting with Tetris that a lot of people don't know, that Tetris is owned by the Tetris company, but they don't make Tetris games. They just license it to who's ever going to pay to make a Tetris game. And Ubisoft was just the most recent people to do it, though the better company that put out Tetris stuff last year or 2 years ago was Puyo Puyo Cross Tetris, which was by no means a wonderful game, but pretty good and a better Tetris
Oh,
game.
oh, there's too many. Too many.
And meanwhile, Nintendo of America, they don't. All right. Nintendo of America, meanwhile, their old boss, Minoru Arakawa, the old boss of Nintendo.
Nice.
Oh, that's so nice of them. When he left Nintendo of America, he went to be the boss of Tetris Company. So
So one thing I'm not liking about this playing it again is this weird like your jump when you land you actually stick for a second. Like you can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Like I'll jump and then I don't know why you. It
Uh,
throws off my momentum.
The West is asking whether I'm an Islanders or Devils fan. Islanders all the way, man. I'm a Long Island kid.
He's a Long Islander, so yeah, he's a.
You know, wait, no, are the Devils in Brooklyn now? I don't know if they're still in Jersey
I
too.
think they do play at the Barclays Center.
No, wait, no. Islanders play at Barclays.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Well, man, you fucking Islanders. Did you?
nobody went to the Islanders games this year because they were not super great and people didn't really like Barclays.
Well,
Center.
Dave, were you sad to see, or did you
That's what
like
I've seen.
seeing that E from Entourage is an Island? It's such an Islanders fan. He made a freaking documentary about it.
Oh yeah, that was a good documentary. Even
It
though
was.
I've never really watched.
I hate hearing E's voice.
I barely know who he is. I haven't watched much Entourage, but it was like he's a fan.
Yeah.
You did weirdly make it about him a little bit, but it's also like
Yeah.
that was so weird. Like I remember living on Long Island and hearing about this. Oh, this guy's gonna save the Islanders, and he's just this big con man. Like, when did you actually
He
think this
had
was all
no
gonna work
money.
out for you
He
at
was
some
just
point?
moving money around.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I got this money, and then that
Yeah.
guy's got this money.
Like, remember your first payment to the Islanders for $10 million is due tomorrow. Then he like transfers 10,000 and is like, oh, there must have been an error by the bank, and like he managed to string everyone along for so long, which is insane.
I also liked in that documentary that there was enough time that one guy said that they didn't care. That one guy said that would-be owner came up to him and proposed that they both have sex with these prostitutes he hired. He's like, we watch them do each other and then we do them. You into it? And when he asks the guy about that, he's like, that sounds like something I would have done. Yeah, I would do that. Like,
But something else that this game does that's very nice, which is when you get a power up, you then sit in the Chozo statue and like, oh hey, you're refilled.
Was
How
it Super
nice.
Metroid where there was one Chozo statue that would move?
Yeah.
Like when you sat in it.
Yes.
Danmar has an interesting question, one we have been thinking about today, is that are we going to do an Alan Rickman Monday Night Movie since he had the
Oh my
misfortune of dying?
Oh, see, this is bad memories of the original Metroid.
Yeah.
Like there's certain parts where I would just like, I would spam a bomb for 10 minutes. I'm like, I swear I can get up this wall if I time the bomb
Yeah,
right.
see, like the actual like jump I can do okay, I think. Yeah, like that's not that bad.
But
but
Danmar,
it's like, yeah.
I think I'd like to do a Alan Rickman film, but we
Yeah.
have to cancel the Community one of this month though, because we still want to do X-Files. But then I would consider that those episodes we did.
Oh god, no,
shit.
no.
Are you supposed to bomb them?
Wait, so
Oh,
when,
yeah,
when they're
yeah.
at you en masse, then they do it.
Yeah, they do finally hurt you. Get off of me.
What a trick they pulled on you there. But yeah, I would love to do it. I loved Alan Rickman, and the film I would do would be Galaxy Quest. I don't know what other one people would want to do. Maybe Robin Hood because it's awful, but he's the best part of it.
Oh wow, man, I haven't watched that in years.
There's Die Hard,
There's-
but Wes is saying save that for when I'm in
Yeah,
town in
we gotta
April.
save Die Hard. Die Hard's too. There's a
Still-
lot of Alan Rickman choices to do.
And it's too I just watched Die Hard for Christmas, so I kind of don't.
Yeah, and it's not Christmas time.
Wait, what else is there's some?
I mean, he's in all the Harry Potters, which
Yeah, he's in all the Harry Potters, which
I
the
think,
short
uh,
ones of those are 2 hours.
the Half-Blood Prince would be a relevant one.
Yeah, but Galaxy Quest is also
Yeah.
on Netflix currently.
Oh, that's a good
so
one.
and Galaxy Quest is the best fan letter to. I think it's the best fan letter to Star Trek they ever got.
Yeah.
I think you gotta
it's-
backtrack to the.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. 19 Human Air Fire brought up Dogma, which is his other big one.
That also takes. It's a real long movie.
yeah.
A really long movie.
I also feel like I don't know. I saw it so many times.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it, the last great Kevin Smith movie. Everything else has been.
No, I liked Clerks too. Honestly, I liked
It was, yeah, I liked it, but I don't think it's great. I think it's very good. But it also has some stupid scenes like the fucking donkey fucking scene.
I don't care much for what's the word I'm looking
You
for?
bombing them now?
Yeah. Man, you guys, that's
We should not
that's
be
what I'm
doubting
that's
you.
what I'm doing. But I'm trying to go like
So here's my problem with Dogma.
I want to know
is
if I
that
want, yeah, I'll go here first.
Dogma should really just be a series of essays about religion that Kevin Smith put out, because the characters aren't character other than Metron. I actually do think Metatron is a character, but most of the rest are like, I'm here to say a speech that Kevin Smith would say. This
Yeah.
is what I would say if I was the 13th apostle in black. Here's what Kevin Smith would say if he was Selma Hayek's character, Amuse. Here's what like all that shit.
I don't appreciate that movie ragging on Home Alone though.
Yeah, it was created by the devil. I was into that too. 12 Monkeys. He's Alan Rickman. Yeah, he is in 12 Monkeys. He is.
So this is also telling me where to go, which is something you would not get.
Much needed addition to Zero Mission, certainly.
Yeah. And Prime did this really well too.
And also, as Dave mentioned, I believe in this, told me before the stream, this game you unlock the original version of Metroid when you beat this. So this is like a 2-for-1 special on eShop. Save your $5. Don't buy the NES version on the eShop.
Well, in the case of I bought Metroid on the original Wii, so it was only $1 when because of that deal.
That's a good deal. I like that they do that, but I didn't buy it the first time because I didn't want. This was the way I was going to ever play Metroid if I was going to.
How was I to know that this would come out on Wii U?
Yeah, I know it took for goddamn ever.
There weren't DS games for a while on Wii U, right? Brendel says Clerks 2 is very dated compared to Clerks 1.
Yeah,
You know what's also dumb about Clerks 2 is that fucking Dante is somehow like this huge stud who is both engaged to some woman that wants to like be his sugar mama, but also is having sex with what's her face, Rosario Dawson. It's like,
well,
you were. I mean, I guess
they made Rosario Dawson as geek ugly as they could, though she's still gorgeous and will remain.
But I guess
so
that was
forever.
in the first movie too, where it's like, how are you getting all these women? Like,
no, well, don't you also have that question about the man himself, Kevin Smith? Because one of those women, the woman who's the sugar mama, is his wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's my problem. Actually, yeah, that is my problem with that second movie. Is that, or with Clerks 2, it's like, please stop putting your wife in this. She's not an actress. Like, she can't act. I know you like her, and you're like, oh, she's a good actress. I like her and stuff. Like, no, she really isn't.
Oh,
he's really good at casting so many different types of
Can you do Brad in this?
No, I'm actually kind of like at a loss right now how to get that. Maybe I can't right now, because I can't like do this and get up there in time.
No.
Can you bomb it, then jump up, and then fall, and like, I don't know if that gravity allows that.
God, these stupid bugs that just don't stop. I don't know.
I guess you don't technically.
It doesn't matter. Let's not worry about it.
Zach and Miri, no, I chose to forget that one. Again, he's made worse stuff, and I also love Elizabeth Banks. Like, he's great at casting, really. I mean, he's great at getting good actors who aren't his friends. When he casts Walt Flanagan and stuff, like, I think Walt Flanagan would be really good in this. No, he fucking wouldn't, man. Walt Flanagan's not an actor. He's barely a comic book writer, though you keep getting him jobs as a comic book writer, too. Which, I don't mean to be a dick, but...
And I'm supposed to go down, but I'm very curious what is up.
What's up?
What's up here?
Super Dress says, I also played this without knowing what the first Metroid was, so when I unlocked it, I was very confused about why your reward was a shittier version of the game.
Oh my god, yeah, Tranquilbet says Kevin Smith is now putting his daughter in things, though she's a better actor than his wife. Well, that's good at least.
His daughter's doing a movie with Johnny Depp's daughter.
Yeah, it's also weird to me that like now him and Johnny Depp are friends through their daughters.
Actually, you know what? I forgot that the movie that they're doing is kind of in the same kind of like View's universe or whatever kind of trilogy thing as Tusk, and I liked Tusk.
You did?
Yeah.
God, really? I can't. Come on.
Really, Tusk, Dave?
Yes.
What?
There's the whole thing about like, oh yeah, we're successful podcasters. Like, I don't know about that.
They're making so much money with these podcasts.
I don't get it.
Oh wow! Hey, did you read that whole LT Humphrey thing there?
Wes said, my bucket list included listening with eyes closed to a conversation between Alan Rickman, Jeremy Irons, and Patrick Stewart while climaxing. Now it can never happen.
Yeah, who's gonna be the next British person to die, man? I worry for Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, man.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Though they've both been so the difference. Well, actually, Bowie had been working on stuff, but he hadn't been in the public eye that much.
Yeah, and they're both like
the
visible.
The Rickman was just on I saw it. He was. Ooh.
Oh.
No, let's not mess with that. All right, we'll come back to this.
Rickman was on the Jimmy Fallon show about 6 months back.
Oh.
I looked up a video that was like, oh, Alan Rickman impersonation off between Jimmy Fallon and Benedict Cumberbatch. I was like, oh, that sounds funny. It was not. It was not funny because they should just be doing lines from his films, but instead Jimmy Fallon was like, but to make it funnier, let's do lines of him. But famous hip hop lines in his voice. I was like, ooh, Jimmy.
That's like you
Jimmy.
get Alan Rickman for real
make
to
it
read
viral.
the hip hop lines.
Yeah, do that.
Like that's funny, maybe.
And then get Benedict Cumberbatch to do a bunch of imitations. Like Benedict Cumberbatch he's the imitation king himself. Michael Caine. Oh yeah, Wes. Michael Caine could be next on the chopping block, but people say it happens in threes, but it already happened in threes. Lemmy, man.
But that was last year.
It was not that long ago. They were burying him, I think, a day before Bowie died, and all three were to cancer. It's happening.
What was Lemmy's? Lung cancer or something?
I don't know. That feels like we're just assuming that because, like, oh, of course it was lung cancer, I'm sure. But I'll look up how he died if we want to get that morbid.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of death, Gunpei Yokoi, one of the creators,
yeah.
that's not around anymore either.
He is also dead.
Though I think Sakamoto was the real brain guy behind this, or he's the creator. At least that's how. Like Nintendo brought him out of GDCs and stuff to be like, yeah, here's Sakamoto. He's the real Metroid guy.
No.
Yeah, Retronauts just did a Metroid episode.
What the fuck?
They talked a little bit about that. Like
Those jerks.
I forget which one I was just on.
To Norfair. Look at this. These little cutscenes. Mother Brain now knows we're here.
That's beautiful.
What the fuck?
I see.
Seymour, what are you doing? Eh? Ooh, look at that.
And this is also Nintendo's only like. Oh, this music is so good.
Oh yeah.
I played this
Oh,
in
look
a.
at those sad little. Not every edition was great.
Screw attack. But yeah, we did a VG Empire back in 2011 for the 25th anniversary of Metroid.
Yeah.
Episode 5, I think, is Salute to Samus, and this is one of the songs I played was the Norfair version in this, just because it adds this extra, like, this is very minimal in the NES one, and they just add this, like, extra, like, the chorus, like, the vocal of, like, oh.
Well, Brett, what do you know about video game music? It's not like you have a podcast, right?
No, it's fine.
It's just time to plug your podcast.
I just did while you were looking at your phone.
Close to the whole.
Sorry, Lemmy's cause of death was just given as an extremely aggressive form of cancer, but it was not.
Ain't no other
body
kind of
part
cancer
was
that's gonna
named.
kill Lemmy.
Well,
It's extremely aggressive.
Well, same with Rickman's cause of cancer hasn't been named yet either. I saw that Bowie's was liver cancer.
Night Dehumidifier says, "Where's Chris with his Mother Brain impression?"
He's prepping an episode about the deaths of Alan Rickman and David Bowie.
Now I go up. Where does this take me? Back to Brimstone. Criteria
Area.
Silly me.
Mother Brain sends out Bebop and Rocksteady, says Brendolph.
Jeez.
It may as well have been.
It's non-harmful liquid. Was there underwater part in the original Metroid? I don't think there was.
No.
How could
And
it have
what's
even
going
had
on
water?
here?
The NES couldn't have done like slightly translucent water. No way.
With separate levels. Shows are ruins.
I mean, this is also the. Oh, you butthole.
Oh, you yeah.
I don't have it strong enough.
Super bomb? Well, they didn't have super
yet.
bombs in the original Metroid.
I'm sure it will
What
be
are those
coming
two?
soon.
Missile? No.
I mean, they
That
might
has a
just.
different.
You. Man. Oh yeah, I didn't try missile, but yeah, so not.
Brandolph says Chris is crying in his bathtub while vaping.
That's a fake thing.
Unknown item.
What? Is this gonna poison you?
Ah, great, we got a virus.
Oh. Oh yeah, was this? No, that was in Fusion where you could unlock a suit and vice versa in Fusion and Prime, right? But you had to beat both games. Am I correct, Brett?
You can unlock the fusion suit in
Oh, is that?
in Prime if you use the GBA adapter thing.
That's right.
If you beat Fusion, I think, or had a save file, and it would load. And you could play Prime with the fusions.
Did they give this a name later, or is this just literally like
I don't
Deus Ex
remember.
Machina to unlock the next part of the map?
No, I mean I'm not even supposed to be here right now anyway.
But now you have the power to destroy all those with your random thing.
It's fine. I mean they might later, but I'm not worried about it.
Interesting. Well, yeah, this gave him a chance to update a lot of stuff. Bomb, perhaps?
It is weird seeing Metroid in this style, but you not being able to run really fast and hop up.
But yeah, this just lets it be much more connected to the lore and the world. And,
Boss battle?
Are you just supposed to sit in that hand, or what? I am confused. Ooh!
Power grip.
That's pretty important.
This lets me hang on to the edge.
That's pretty useful. See, I guess
So now
Samus is
now you
not
can
as
grab ledges? Yeah.
I guess Samus isn't as cool as Nathan Drake, because Drake can just do that without any assistance. He has stronger fingers than any character.
When you get the Nathan For You upgrade, you can walk across a skyline, or whatever.
Yeah, he almost got it.
I forgot what they call those things.
Wire, tightrope.
Yeah, tightropes. That episode
Ooh, I
upset
like
me,
that
so I
pose.
kind of tried to forget it.
I like that episode.
It's almost too much.
Too real.
Too real, too
Makes
many
you
like
too
too
uncomfortable.
many lies kind of being upended in a weird way, whereas like every other episode's not been like that. Well, I guess not. Maybe, like that guy who talked about drinking his son's pee. It's like
Yeah.
I think that guy's life is
Or the woman who was raped by ghosts. Like, what about that?
Or the two dudes are like, yeah, the brothers.
Oh,
they were
brothers,
like,
like,
oh yeah, we sometimes do this. Like,
fuck the same blade at the same time. It's in the dark. Doesn't matter.
But this is also this is Nintendo. I mean, from Japan. Like this is Nintendo's only real like horror-based, or even vaguely horror, like sci-fi scary game at all. And even the original, like they took direct cues from
Alien, baby.
from Alien. Like
It is
and that's how you get Ridley. But it's just like I don't even know if you could go up here, but
Yeah.
it looks so tempting.
But what's up there? Just let me know what's up
Oh, you never know, man.
So Black Pariah says that
Ah.
Dave and Chris are constantly mispronouncing
Da-
Deus Ex Machina.
there. I think I say Machina.
I bet you do.
Nah, there's no way you can kill those beetles. They are. Oh, you do get the running thing.
Oh, I can do that now, I guess at least.
Ooh, pew, pew. Ouch.
Poopgo says, when I played this when I was like 5, it legit spooked me. Yeah.
All right, so I just did a huge circle of,
Yeah, that's quite a circle you made there. Yeah, and now you
but-
got that power grip, baby.
but I mean, there's so much other stuff in there. Yeah, I'm definitely not like, I finished it. I mean, I know my way around Metroid, but fresh off of watching all that AGDQ, it is humbling too. It's like, I know what I'm doing, and this will still take me several hours.
Yeah.
I mean, those AGDQ guys, they practice all year to be able to beat something that quickly.
Like even the two guys that beat
Super Metroid.
Super Metroid together, it's like, yeah, we practiced this a couple times. Like, you practice playing a game with one hand while someone else is like, that takes so much teamwork
Yeah.
and rehearsal. Like,
Brendolf
Can't
says an HD Metroid on the Wii U would look beautiful. Why do you hate Metroid, Nintendo? I don't know.
It is strange.
I read this interesting point that when they did interviews about the new Metroid, sort of. The Prime Hunter? No, it's not Prime Hunters. Prime, what's the name of that?
Federation.
Federation. When they had interviews for that, Sakamoto basically said, "This is all we can get approved. Like Nintendo won't approve spending on anything else for the moment." Though also it does, in general, it seems like this is just the year we just experienced was Nintendo counting time until they launch a new system. They're like, and we got Splatoon and we got Mario Maker, we're good. Let's just prepare things for the new system that, if rumors are to be believed, the new system is both a new portable and a new handheld, making it kind of the biggest launch they've had since the Game Boy, I'd say. Wouldn't you say?
For some reason, this room, like, it's the most Metroid Zero mission for me. Like, this is the one that I think of.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you just come into this room, like, holy shit, deja vu. Deja vu. Majid is my name, says, nice to see Dave rocking the DeGrom look. That's Met Star Pictures.
Oh, God.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
Jacob DeGrom.
Not going good here.
I'm glad this is more DeGrom's look now and not Tim Lincecum's anymore.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Well, Lincecum just didn't have a good year.
You don't have to tell me, Dave.
I forgot about Lincecum, actually. Is he still pitching?
Yeah, he just didn't have a great season, or not quite to his. He had some really good ones before. I guess it's because also it's an odd year, and the Giants only win the World Series on even years.
Yeah, that's true.
Black Pariah says they worry that if Dave were ever to cut his hair, his pun strength would lower. Well, Dave and I are in kind of a battle of wills to see who will cut their hair first, I think.
Gonna be me.
It's gonna be you?
I ain't.
Ain't gonna be you?
I finally, now it's at a point where I don't have to tie it up all the time, which I had to do for a while. Now it'll just stay back.
So something will happen. God damn.
Oof.
Maybe I'll go up.
Ghost Little says,
Just to see if I can get any help.
NX announcement in May, debut at E3, on sale in October, launch with Zelda Boom.
Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be it.
Yep. But the question is,
I think it'll also be on the Wii U.
but will it be
Zelda.
delayed? I'll get out of that room.
No, I don't think it'll be delayed like.
Twilight Princess.
No, well, I mean, Twilight Princess was only delayed. It only came out 2 weeks later.
Still was a delay.
I guess sort of. I don't know. It was all the better for it because Link was holding it in the correct hand, and he also had the A button on screen, which was the right way for things to go.
But had it that not been delayed, people would have realized right away that the better version was the GameCube version.
Yeah, and it seems a little sneaky sis on Nintendo's part, but
haven't they said that like the upcoming remake, is it based off the GameCube version?
I think people have dissected that it is just from the trailer. They're like, oh yeah, this is the GameCube version, or this is he's walking in this direction because it also meant that I believe wasn't it that every dungeon was reversed?
The whole game, the whole game was flipped.
Yeah, so I think I believe I saw that from people, but I'm looking forward to that. Are you guys gonna get it with the amiibo?
I kind of have to, man.
It's pretty good looking amiibo.
I mean, I haven't pre-ordered it, so I don't know if I'm already out of luck, but.
Oh, by the way, guys, did you see that Prime thing?
Yeah, pretty good.
I think that shows that Prime was feeling the burn from that Best Buy club that you're a part of, Dave, because Best Buy had one edge on them, which was being able to sell those games and getting 20% off if you buy it new. Now, if you're a Prime member, if you buy a game, if you pre-order a game or buy it within, I think they said 2 weeks of release, you get 20% off.
Yeah.
And so,
deal.
Yeah, pretty good. I hope it goes for my Jesus. That's gonna be next damn Friday. The Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros, or no, just Paper Jam. It's Paper Jam Bros in the UK.
An 8-Bit Donut says they just restocked back. I guess that Amiibo bundle.
Oh,
on
really?
Amazon.
Oh.
He also.
What they need to fucking restock is the Fire Emblem Special Edition. I want that. I want to pay $80 to just get it all on a disc. I don't want to download shit.
An 8-Bit Donut also says, "Hey fellas, keep up the good work."
Oh, thanks, brah. Yeah, I'd say that was MLG.
What? There was no danger.
No, I mean that was a good jump. You were like, oh, I like that reaction.
That is a basic move.
Great.
And then down to Kraid, and then that a ways.
You have to at least get the Kraid.
20
Great.
minutes.
Start the reactor. That's cool.
Brett, what is your favorite Metroid game? Is it Super?
I mean, yeah. There's no.
What's your second favorite?
I do love this one though. It's so good.
What about the 3D ones?
Prime 1 is one of my actually favorite games of all time. I love the first Prime. Yeah, it's fantastic. And, who cares? Yeah, I played through Prime 1 I mean,
did you
3 times the first month it came out, and then I played through it again on the Wii, the trilogy version with the motion controls, and that was really good.
Yeah, wasn't it sad how unavailable they made that game for so long? Like, if they redid them with the motion controls, you think they'd want people to play that, but and we're back to here. All right.
It's how whacked the sales
Totally
things
whacked,
for the Wii. Nothing that sold before sold again.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 3 and Metroid Prime Trilogy kind of bombed. So did Punch-Out.
Yeah.
There's only the weird stuff
Punch-Out
we
was
Fit.
so,
And,
Punch-Out was so good though.
They made so many good games.
Carnival games.
Well, also
Goddamn Carnival game.
Boy and His Blob. The Boy and His Blob remake is coming out, and it's finally getting another shot. Okay, I see.
Man, this is clever.
God.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a well-designed video game. But yeah, the Boy and His Blob remake is finally coming out to something that isn't a Wii, which is great because I think it's my favorite way forward game, or at least top 3. What's your favorite way forward game, guys?
I still love Contra 4.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Brett, you should give a listen to this week's podcast of the 8-4 Play podcast. They had on the guys from who made Shovel Knight, and one of their last things was way forward was Contra 4. Well, that's a funny idea that one, Konami would care about Contra to make one and then hire the right people to do it. That's very different time of Konami. I've learned that you can make a lot of money by saying Konami's terrible, so I'm trying to get in that business.
And I do like Shovel Knight, and I actually finished the first Adventure Time game, the Hey Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage?
Yeah!
That was cute. Soundtrack's great. DuckTales Remastered obviously was quite good.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I shouldn't even be asking your opinion, Brett, because you're friends with those guys.
I do know a few of them. They're cool people. And then some of them broke off to go to Yacht Club. They are also cool people.
Yeah.
Poopko says, I'm still hoping because they're releasing a Lucas Amiibo and that they put out Mother 1 that they will release
Guys,
Mother 3.
just let it go, man. Be surprised if it does happen, but
I can't remember what's
know that they don't like it, man. They don't like Mother there.
But though Nintendo is desperate enough, what do they have between, what are they going to show at E3 and say,
They're gonna
in
show
the
the
near
ads,
but
man.
in the near future, they had Mother 1 last year, but now they can say, hey, everyone who's not at E3, download Mother 3, it's here.
Well,
enjoy.
I like not being able to look forward to stuff like that because Nintendo likes surprising people. What they did with nice moves. I like say
Turn
with
around.
Well, every Mother/Earthbound game that's come to Wii U during this generation has been a complete surprise.
when Bayonetta showed up in Smash, or when who was the other guy? Oh yeah, I mean
Kind of all of them.
Cloud in Smash.
Cloud, Mega Man.
Yeah, they were
when
all
they
Shockerinos.
Yeah.
Man. I remember being there the day when they revealed that. Yeah, that's quite an E3, the reveal of Mega Man. But they knew that trailer was good enough of just yeah, here it is, it's Smash, we're making it. But then to end it with, and we got Mega Man, here he is. We've got him. That guy you thought would never show up, here he is.
Imagine how surprised I was.
Did you see Nintendo's...
I know how surprised you were. I talked to you that very day.
Did you see Nintendo is now selling Bayonetta 2 separately?
Yeah, which is...
For $30, which is not... I mean, That's another
That
instance
is a
of
cheap
Nintendo not
port.
pricing something quite right. It's like, this game's been out for over a year.
It should be 20.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling they think 30 is a good price for it.
Yeah.
Well, you see the sales they're doing right now. If you look on their eShop, you're like, these are cheaper, but you could make this more cheap. This is like a Steam sale price, or even a PSN sale
Oh,
price. So yeah, but it's not bad. It's not bad. This music's like good and stuff.
Rendell says Punch Out on the Wii is underrated. That it is.
I gave it a 9. That's-
Brett rated it correctly back in the day.
I think
I think I gave it a 9.
pretty much everything that Next Level Games has made has been great.
Yeah, their Luigi's Mansion 2 is as good as that game could be.
Mario Strikers is my favorite Wii game.
What?
We played that
shut your
when I was at
mouth,
GamePro.
bro.
We played that every day during our lunch break for probably 3 years.
I don't doubt you did those things,
Yeah.
Dave, but what I do doubt is that it's better than either Mario Galaxy. That
Well,
is not the case.
I've never played more than 2 hours of either of those. So.
What?
Eh.
You're just trying to get me to break this microphone by saying what as loud as
Yeah.
I can.
So by never playing them, they cannot be my favorites.
Fine. Well, you
Got you there.
I did buy them both on Wii U with the intention to play them now that
Still,
they're out.
and
Yeah, I mean, when I was for many years, I was the Nintendo editor, so I was at Radar, so it was like, I was constantly, like, I was very disappointed in the Wii for various reasons, but, like, I was always like, guys, this one's really good, like,
yeah.
play Red Steel 2, it was really great.
Nobody
and
wanted
there's-
to believe you.
There's
then.
nothing else like it, and it was, it's really just a smart use of the motion controls, nothing like the first one. Please believe me, Dead Space Extraction was cool. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
I waited for it to come out.
Yeah, and it's on PSN. You don't even need the Wii.
Fraser, I wouldn't trust them to release that Link Amiibo solo. The Binda one, I don't. They might. I bet they would release it solo in Japan, so you might be able to import. But I would say make no assumption about what Nintendo will do with Amiibos in America, because you just can't. You never know. Never know. Oh yeah, no. I actually felt that way in 2010 with Mario Galaxy, because everybody was like, no, Red Dead, no, Mass Effect 2, which are both stupendous games and Game of the Year candidates any year they came out. However, I still feel that Mario Galaxy 2 is the best game of that year. That is still my opinion. And I felt that a lot of sites missed out on that because they were too busy celebrating the next gen games instead of the game on the Wii. In 2010, what was on the Wii? I know. I agree, guys, but
19 Humidifier says Strikers has Waluigi doing the Triple H suck it taunt.
It's true.
Strikers win.
pretty great they got that.
They also
that
have
in there.
Daisy touching her butt, and then a sizzle comes out because she's so hot.
Yeah, it's pretty
How
cool
did Next
too.
Level
I mean,
Games
I
get
don't-
that level of permission?
I don't
like-
disagree.
Yeah.
I don't think Nintendo was checking, I
Yeah.
guess. So they just made assumptions, or maybe they only had to go through a level of approvals from
Yeah.
Nintendo of America and not Japan. I don't know. It was a more innocent time. You get away with stuff like that.
Super Giraffe says, where does Ivy the Kiwi rank on Dave's list? Mentioning that there are Wii has a bunch of great games that no one's
That's
ever
not
played.
a bad game either.
It's good, and that
No,
came out.
yeah.
That was also.
It was on every
yeah.
damn system, man.
But one of my favorite times ever togetting together a magazine article was I did an interview with Yuji Naka for that game. So it was like an interview / preview, but I titled it "Flipping the Bird" because I also talked with him about Sonic a bit and how he's not on at Sega anymore. And as for the layout, we put the words in the form of a middle finger, and I was worried that when Yuji Naka saw it, did he realize that I liked the game and was writing a positive article, or did he just see the middle finger and went I hate this
I
guy?
don't know. Well, I think Yuji Naka is more
This is,
Americanized than a
yeah.
usual Japanese developer. I think just because he lived
Yeah.
when it came time for Sonic 2 development, he was like, I hate working with Sega of Japan. I'm moving to fucking America and build my own studio here. And he learned he's one of those guys who you don't get a translator with him because he knows English fluently.
And Probe is another studio that's made
Probe.
some really interesting stuff. Let's Tap.
Yeah, let's have fishing resorts.
Yeah.
And then the games you played most in the last year on your 3DS, Dave, have been their games on
Monster Manor.
Yeah, Monster Manor.
Dude, Monster Manor was great.
The best Street Pass game.
Didn't they also make some of the new Street Pass games too? The most recent ones? Did they make one? They
Yeah,
made the fishing one.
yeah.
I love fishing one.
Which is good until you beat the game and you want to get all of the hidden
That's
fish.
taken me a very long time.
Yeah.
So painstakingly slow. Because if you don't get...
I
you
haven't even gotten the last island fish yet. And I'm lucky enough to have a Japanese system that gives me the gold pass every time. I don't even have to spend money on it. Oh shit. No, I thought those guys were giving me more trouble.
So this is a remix of the great Brinstar theme. But again, just like the Norfair one, it's adding this extra layer. But again, it's this thing Nintendo just never really does, other than this series, which is like creepy sci-fi, and it's
what is that cat? What is that enemy right there?
like you can
weird.
like make a new one. Like Prime gets a little spooky sometimes, and then I don't know. I feel like as they went on, they got a little less so, but I don't know what that is or why it won't react to any shot I take. So it's just.
Ghost Little says the best game for Wii, which could only work on the Wii, is Excite Truck. And then 90 Humidifier replied, "You spelled Excite Bots wrong."
Excite Bots, come on.
Bots is better than truck, yes.
Where you could like build a sandwich during the race and like steal cards and all this crazy shit.
And Excite Bots was pretty great.
Yeah, I had to talk with somebody who was like, "Oh yeah, Excite Truck is one of the best games on the Wii. It should be on this list of best Wii games." I was like, if any Excite game's gonna be on here, it's Bots, man. That's a better game. But that didn't even get released in Europe. It was such a mega failure when it came out.
Damn.
Well, I think it was, what was it? What did it sell, like 20,000 copies or something in America? Like it
Wouldn't be surprising.
seemed like Nintendo wasn't that into it by the time it was out.
I remember getting like I don't know. They were like, "Oh, here, like I think we had like a first video of it or something, like first screens or something." I remember doing some article on it and like being the only like real coverage on a GAF thread at one point, and just being like, "Yeah, I mean, I played it.
Oh shit,
it's cool.
Some stuff's about to go down, right?"
I mean,
yeah,
it's not Kraid, but I'm going the opposite direction. I was trying to mess with that, but you do find something on the way back.
You can't ride that thing yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, Laris is good boy. I don't think we're gonna be getting Box Boy 2 anytime soon. Just give it a few more months, and then they'll just announce it one day on a direct. Like, and out right now is Box Boy 2. Like, that's kind of how they did it with Push Mode. When the sequel to Push Mode came out in Japan.
Yeah, Crash Mode.
Yeah, Crash Mode. Or same with
Where does this?
Rhythm Thief. The Rhythm. Oh no, sorry, Harmonite. Harmonite. The
Dan Harmon game.
Yeah, the Dan Harmon game. The really fun, underrated rhythm game by Creatures Inc. They're not Creatures Inc. Who am I thinking of? The guys who make Pokemon games.
Oh, Game Freak.
Game Freak, not Creatures Inc. Sorry. Game Freak made this really good, underrated.
Now you've supplied power to all those rails.
God.
Nice.
All right.
They seem to be in rare supply.
I'll definitely need those fighting Kraid, who I'm pretty close to.
Speaking of Kraid, can you believe how few Oscar nominations Kraid got?
Yeah, I don't want to get on a soapbox. But when they talk about how Oscar's so white and all that stuff, and how people of color don't get nominated, I think it really is something when you see, who are the major nominees for? Good. No black person or any non-white person got nominated for any acting. That's interesting. And what about these films like Creed or Straight Outta Compton? Oh, they did get nominated, but only white people. Only who got nominated for Straight Outta Compton? White guy who wrote it.
This is the boss battle.
Whoa!
It is a boss battle. Dang.
And who got nominated for Creed? Oh, the only white guy who honestly, Sylvester Stallone absolutely deserved a nomination.
Yes,
Do not get me wrong. I'm just gonna have my wife. How do I know more? Who's could you say he was?
And she got expendables for
$5. Get out of here.
Well, he did. He was very good. He was very good.
I'll train you, but you gotta do it.
Well, I don't think he's ready for you.
Oh boy.
My right done.
Man, this stinging takedown of the guy you're defending.
I can't. Anytime.
Sounds like he was great in this movie, guys.
Anytime that.
Yes.
I can't not do a Sylvester Stallone imitation.
What's the best? What's the best way to deal with this?
Oh.
Oh. Oh, I see. It's
Yeah. Let's get to that. Oof.
God damn.
Ouchie,
If things
ouchie.
get too hairy, you can just abuse safe sticks.
Oh yeah, make a save state, bro.
I think he's dead. This one's almost dead.
I thought he was slowly raising the whole thing, and I thought it was staying up.
Ooh, he is getting quicker.
Ooh, it's light. It's getting dimmer. The lights. I love this weird worm thing through Super Trash. Yeah, they weren't in the NES, were they?
No. It's just Ridley and Kraid, right?
I mean, yeah, there weren't really mini bosses in the. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Oh, look at all
Alright.
those healths.
Not bad.
The secrets keep coming.
Whoa.
Surely there's something down here.
Maybe not anything that you're thinking.
Yeah, maybe later on you'll get like a lava.
I mean, I
Cartoon.
should, but it's more like.
Yeah, it's weird that you can't do something right now.
Huh, well, whatever.
90-minute fire asks, when watching Creed, did anybody actually moan for Stallone? No, I did a couple times about like, whoa, or like in the fights, there are definitely a couple moments in the fight of like, ouch, ooh, I feel bad
Ziff,
for this.
bang, bam. Her posture on that is not the best.
Randolph says, see, this is why I don't watch award shows. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just like, do listen to our podcast about the Oscars, but
Oh, dang it.
yeah, it becomes one of those things of just like, oh yeah, who cares about who cares what they give awards to? The Oscars are not like that legitimate anymore. You don't need them to tell you what a good movie is.
An 8-Bit Donut is bringing up that I guess there's new Batman vs Superman footage on Conan.
Oh really? I had not seen this.
Apparently not so great.
Look, I can't win talking about that movie, so I feel like I'm just gonna wait a couple months so I can talk about it for real scenes. Which that'll be soon, like February on Cape Crisis. We'll probably have a long discussion about Deadpool. March we'll have a long discussion about that.
I'm worried about Deadpool.
Have you seen those billboards? That is literally
where it's dead poop L, the
Yeah.
emoji Deadpool.
Yeah.
It's cute. That's funny.
Just real scared. That movie is gonna be not irreverent Deadpool and fucking
Sex
dick
Deadpool.
joke
Yeah.
Deadpool. And it's like, come on, guys. It's not all this character was.
He was a guy who makes sex jokes about sexing up ladies, right?
Oh.
You turd. Well, I mean, whatever. Let's just
Let's give it a chance.
You're gonna try to. You
No.
can get all the way across
It
that.
doesn't matter. I'm gonna just try to go straight.
Yeah, let's get some Kraid up in this
Ah.
piece.
So theoretically, I mean, I don't know if will this actually connect, or there's probably, yeah, I'm guessing there's still a chunk of stage I have to play through to get to Kraid, because yeah, he's still far down there. Well, I thought I was closer than I was.
I don't think they would have put a mini boss now there if you were like right at the precipice.
Yeah, probably.
There's a giant one of these things, and I don't remember, I thought it would have already happened. Huh. Oh, hello.
boy! Yeah, this is new. This is a new thing.
What's all? Wait, I think that was the one you were gonna try to get across before, wasn't it?
Possibly. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Ah! Man, can you even get out the other side now? Oh,
Are you supposed to jump in it when you're a ball?
You can't jump yet with a ball. But
What's and 8-Bit Donut is trying to be very hopeful about Deadpool. I want it to be good too. I think it'll be better than the Deadpool movie they could have made a decade ago, after 7 years ago, whatever. After that, after X-Men Origins Wolverine, which boy oh boy.
that looks like the
Only ways forward, eh?
really?
Those little asking, Hank, will you do a Man of Steel Monday Night movie before Batman vs Superman?
I could go for that. It is 2.5 hours long. It's a long one, but
Is it longer than the one with Spacey?
yes.
Yeah,
I don't remember all that much about it, but yeah, I could go for that if people wanted to. I think the people who complain that, or say I complain too much, not that not that they complain, but they probably won't enjoy it. But I'm up for it.
You know, grab it.
Well, I mean,
Or
I'm
the
gonna
ledge.
I'm gonna grab it and then get dunked. Oh my god.
What's missing here? I don't know. Maybe we should. I feel like it'll be a while before we see Crane. Actually, we maybe should. We do have a podcast to record after this.
Yeah, I don't remember how to do this.
Can't you go to that missile door over there? Or was it blocked?
What door are you talking about?
There's a missile door in the next room. Oh, that. Oh, yeah. That one.
It's across this, yeah. I don't remember.
Unassuming missile door.
Brendolph asks if he's sure I can handle
Oh,
it.
map room. Boo.
Yeah.
If I could handle watching. Ooh, look at that.
How do you even get to Kraid? Or
We got a little ways to go. Maybe we just call it a stream for this week, and we maybe revisit it some other day. But so that's Metroid Zero Mission, the brand new eShop thing of this week on the Wii U. This has been fun, and if you wanted to watch us play games like, say, Metroid Other M, that's also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/LaserTime Network. And we do these streams every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so be sure to join us again. Anything else, guys?
Plug again the VG Empire episode about Metroid from 2011. I don't even know if it'll show up on iTunes because it's so old. But you can go to VGEmpire.com and find the whole thing there.
Yeah. So we will see you